But we have received our own, and we are about to share it.
I received the packaging given to us by the government.
But we've been hearing, and we've not even seen anything here. And a lot of people has been talking about it around, to the extent that we have to converge somewhere and to discuss about it.
Commissioner for Agriculture, Gbolahan Lawal, assured residents that the ongoing distribution is not influenced by regional or political affiliations, as all distributing officers have been duly trained and instructed.
We'll continue to assure them that this is the first phase. They should just be calm. The lockdown is for 14 days at the first instance. Those communities that the food package did not get to, we are coming. Don't forget the fact that we have also collated the data of above 60 years of age.
The commissioner encouraged residents to adhere to the necessary protective measures against the virus and its spread. In Lagos, Nosa, Usula, NTA News.
4 more COVID-19 patients have been fully recovered and also discharged as the battle against the dreaded virus intensifies in Lagos State. Nosa Usula, who was at the briefing by the state's Commissioner for Health, Professor Abayomi, reports that this brings the total number of recovered persons to 24.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is the incident commander in the state, had in a statement on the update on coronavirus in Lagos disclosed release of 11 more patients from the state's facility in Yaba on Thursday. According to the Commissioner for Health, a total of 98 cases are in Lagos, Etiosa with 47 cases, Ikeja 24, Lagos Mainland 11, and Agege, Alimosho and Ikorodu with 1 each. The Commissioner added that the primary objective of government is to flatten the curve, and the ministry, in collaboration with relevant stakeholders, are doing everything possible to ensure that they reduce the way people are infected.
At the moment, most of our patients have had mild disease, some bordering on moderate. We have had no deaths, and our patients seem to be profiling well.
Professor Abayomi added that training is ongoing for medical health care workers to increase the workforce and improve service delivery, adding that the ministry is doing contact tracing for about 2,450 persons that had contact with confirmed coronavirus patients in the states.
We have 5 ventilators in Yaba. We have another 10 in Oniko. We have about 6 at Lasuth.
Every statement that we have issued, we have told the public that they should mind and be wary of any information they get on the social media.
Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, also urged residents to maintain high personal hygiene and practice social distancing. In Lagos, Nosa, Usula, NTA News.
When President Muhammadu Buhari ordered a total lockdown on Abuja and Lagos for a period of 2 weeks, it was to ensure strict compliance with the rule of social distancing, a practical measure that must be taken to stop further spread of COVID-19. However, during a drive-by on Friday, Becky Madujemu came upon shocking scenarios that exposed the restless nature of most Lagos residents.
The energy and vibe in Lagos Friday are at variance with footages of empty cities in overseas countries under lockdown projected by foreign cable news channels. More cars are on the roads. It was mind-boggling confronting pockets of gridlock at ramps. Even ambulances that may likely have feverish, breathless patients on board are no longer having an easy, breezy ride. Talking about ambulances, they now dot major roads in Lagos. My camera lens caught an ambulance driver helping out a few stranded hitchhikers. If you are wondering how safe it is to catch a ride on an ambulance right now, considering the risks involved, what would you say about this crowd on the sidewalk of the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway? Social distancing gone bizarre, you would certainly say. These are protesters clamoring for food. An angry spokesman alleged that executive members of Ikate Community Development Association are holding on to a truckload of food items due them.
It's what the protest we say. Dead na dead. If virus kill us na dead. If hunger kill us na dead. For a quarter year, virus no kill us. Now hunger they won't kill us. For 3 days now, it been like 6 months. We don't get food to eat. Now they will come outside.
The CDA chairman dismissed the allegation and assured that the protesters will get their fair share soon.
We met yesterday with a solid arrangement. They are bringing what we call a full support to the community. That will cover more than 2,000 plus families.
When will that come?
That will be tomorrow. We are making the arrangement.
As I moved far away from the dramatic location, I observed that enforcement was rather lukewarm. Some checkpoints were unmanned, while others were besieged by multiple queues of vehicles, with motorists taking turns to prove to overwhelmed enforcement agents that they are essential workers or have emergency situations at hand. I also discovered that commercial drivers are back in business, but tactically avoid checkpoints.
When we got to Majek, they actually stopped our vehicle not to move anymore, the police. So we don't have any other option than to check, because I'm going to the bank, I just need the money.
From the look of things, the coming days would most likely be hectic in the metropolis. In Lagos, Becky Madojemo, NTA News.
Joining me live via Skype to talk on usage of facial masks is Dr. Rita Olabode, consultant and clinical microbiologist with Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. She is also a senior lecturer at the University of Lagos. Hello, doctor. Hello, doctor. Can you hear us from here?
Oh, hi. Good evening.
Doctor, it seems the world is becoming overwhelmed with the corona pandemic. Is this a reality check of the global health system, or what is your own take on this?
Well, the global pandemic of coronavirus is not, we've had pandemics in the world before. I don't think it's just health systems that are the issues now. Yes, in the developing countries, I mean, the health system might be overwhelmed. What we're seeing even in developed countries is an overwhelming of the health system. So apart from the health system, the communities themselves have a role to play. We need to all come together to fight this together. And that is by adhering to the instructions that are being given. These instructions are led by scientists that have looked at how best to fight this. So the community has their role to play, not just the health system.
There is so much confusion surrounding the use of face mask, a preventive measure, as a preventive measure. Can you use this platform to shed more light on that?
Okay, so WHO, which gives guidance in most of these things, the initial guidance from WHO, backed on scientific evidence, showed that the use of face masks in the populace was not necessary. That the face mask was good when you use it when you're in contact with suspected cases. So face mask should be restricted to hospital settings or for people that are nursing people that are confirmed cases or suspected cases. So that was the initial guidance. That is the guidance by the WHO, and it's based on strong scientific evidence. However, going forward, and that evidence was based on the fact that research has shown that the infection is a droplet infection. So face mask was able to contain it. And if people maintain good social distancing of about 6 feet, it will break the chain of transmission of this infection. So On that basis of those findings by research, strong evidence, WHO gave those guidance. However, we have other studies coming up now, not sufficient enough to provide strong evidence, but there are some studies that are showing that some of these particles, smaller particles of it, might become airborne. So on the basis of that, there's a lot of advocacy going on for use of face masks by all, because we also have a group of patients that are not transmitting the infection. Patients what we call asymptomatic. That means they have the infections, but they don't have the symptoms. So they are going around and they can transmit the infection. So because of that, based on that there are people that are going around are carrying these infections. They are not symptomatic. There is some recommendation now. It's not a requirement, but it's a recommendation by the CDC that people can wear face masks, but not surgical, medical face masks.
Let me take you up from there, the doctor. What peradventure one should make use of the conventional or a face mask that is not a clinical or surgical face mask? Does it have the potency, the ability to protect one from the virus? Like I read somewhere that the use of the facial mask has 90% ability of protecting you from inhaling virus or bacteria.
Well, the face masks are in different categories. So you do have the surgical face masks. That's very good for droplet infections, but will not prevent airborne infections. Then you have the ones we call the N95 ones, which are practically as good as 95% to 98% proof and takes care of viruses and all. What is being advocated for the general populace is not the medical face masks, but local ones. You could use cloth, like your kitchen towels. Studies have shown that double layer of those kitchen towels could actually prevent the infection. But please, let's not forget that social distancing should also still be maintained.
Your assessment on the global efforts at fighting the virus. Is there anything we are not doing well, or is there any country you want us to key into their measures in curtailing the virus?
Could you come again, please?
Now, what is your assessment in terms of the global effort at fighting the virus?
Well, I think one of the beautiful things that have come out in this is the unity that is coming forward, people helping themselves. We will fight this, we will overcome this. It's just everybody has to play their part. Locally, I'm sure, as a nation, we tend to be industrious. Locally, it will also help to turn things around, especially for our healthcare system, because our healthcare system has been neglected for so much. And I'm sure the government has now looked inward and is going to invest in our healthcare system and strengthen the healthcare system. So going forward, I see a lot of positive things coming out of this.
So, the doctor, cases continue to increase in Nigeria. What do you think is the way out?
So what do I think?
We tend to experience increase in coronavirus cases on a daily basis. So what do you think is the way out?
So these increases that we are seeing only shows you that our system is working. So we are testing more. It shows you that NCDC is on top of its game because they are testing more. And because they are testing more, they will see more positive cases and will be able to isolate them and manage them properly. So it's a good thing that the numbers seem to be increasing, in quotes. It's pretty good because it shows we are testing more. We're able to isolate that. NCDC is doing a marvelous work of contact tracing, and they'll trace the contact of those and then also test them so that we can also isolate more. So the increasing numbers are not such a bad thing.
Thank you, Dr. Rita. It has been an impressive moment speaking with you. That's Dr. Rita Olabode. She is a clinical microbiologist. Thank you for joining us. Now moving forward, you are watching NTA2 News at this hour. We pause here for a break. More reports when we return. Don't go away.
These days, people get their news and information from more media sources than ever before. Some of the news and information given are fake, unverified, doctored and manufactured to create confusion, stir disaffection and cause disunity. Before you believe or share any news, ask yourself, is this real? Is it from a credible source? Is it verified or verifiable? Fake news is dangerous. Whether you do it for fun or for political gains, real people can get hurt. Fake news, don't create it, don't spread it.
This is a public service announcement from NTA.
Hey beautiful, your eyes, your smile are all begging me to take you home tonight.
Now reading page 3.
Experience unlimited super-fast internet access from Entel 4G. Entel. Live more.
Glad to know us today. To protect Nigerians from the spread of COVID-19, the federal government ordered the closure of non-essential businesses in Lagos and Abuja and now in Ogun State, though operators of essential stores like food and drug are to continue rendering services to the people. Annie Daniels reports that one of the very popular fruits and vegetables markets in Lagos is witnessing scarcity of the items, just as Lagosians are full of hope for better days ahead.
Sabra Market, a home to all types of fruits and vegetables, has become a shadow of itself. The roads are deserted except for few pedestrians. As a result of the lockdown, security around the market environment has heightened with security personnel on top of their game. Fruit sellers like Sanusi Salisu are now sitting idle, hoping for better days to come.
I never pay, as the woman who buy this bread, I never pay. 2 weeks, I don't come for Lagos, I don't get anything. And the same market, I know me this, I don't say anything.
To send money now to my family now while.
And for few traders that still have fruits to sell to the public, the prices of such fruits have skyrocketed. Respondents who declined speaking on camera attribute it to the lockdown in the state. It is, however, business as usual for newspaper vendors and roadside food sellers. Patronage is still high.
I came to buy paper to try to, know what's going on in the world. That these are people trying to eat. And of course, you have got to eat. A lot of Nigerians, it's a cash economy. A lot of Nigerians, they rely on going out and coming in for their daily bread. So they're trying to have, catch their breakfast and all that.
Regrettably, though, social distancing seems to be very alien to these food sellers.
It's a big threat anyway. You know, if you have to come from the medical standpoint, it's a very big threat, what you see at my back.
All my respondents agree that the desperate situation requires desperate attention, and their expectation is that with the steps taken by the government so far, COVID-19 will become a thing of the past, not just in Lagos, but in the whole of Nigeria. In Lagos, Annie Daniels, NTA News.
Nigeria Shippers Council says only essential goods will be cleared at the ports as stakeholders laud federal government's lockdown order over COVID-19 spread. Olumide Guntola reports.
The impact of port operations to economic viability. The federal government exempted the maritime industry from the total lockdown order to enable Nigerians have access to essential commodities in its clampdown against COVID-19. As a way of protecting the operators from contracting and spreading coronavirus while they operate, key players in the maritime industry converge on Lagos to review their activities. The main thrust of their resolutions is to adhere strictly to the federal government stay-at-home order and possibly adopt electronic port system in Nigeria.
One needs not to be at the port if one has no important transaction.
it's not business as usual. The port is operating, but operating under limited circumstances. The most important thing is the containment of that virus.
If the whole Europe, if Asians are actually suffering from this, at least Nigerians should know that this is real, and we get to know that we have to be at home if we have nothing to do at the ports.
I had somebody talking about vehicles that are loaded and all that. We're talking about emergency situation. These are relevant issues at this point in time.
We'll be rolling out some basic requirements that all truckers must not come to the port anymore with their motorboy, and they must carry sanitizer, and NPA is to provide hand washing services at every point, while trucks should come only into Lilliput, the transit truck park, no more than 20 trucks at a time.
For now, the ports are open to only those workers trading in essential commodities, as any other activities will not be entertained by authorities concerned. In Lagos, Olumide Kuntola, NTA News.
What will have been a disaster was averted as NNPC repair team secured a pipe which was leaking with PMS in Aboru off Kakatin Road in the Paja area of Lagos. Jennifer Igwe has a situation report from the disaster area. Over to you, Jenny.
The lockdown in Lagos aimed at curbing the spread of the deadly coronavirus would have taken a dramatic turn in this area, Kakatin, under the Muson Okuola local government development area in Alimosho, Lagos. But for the timely intervention of officials of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency and the NNPC. Now, although the pipeline leakage has been fixed, but there are indications in this area that more supervision needs to be done.
Because we all those vandal peoples, they do normally come. I don't understand, they do normally come at times. Even there was a time, is it not last year, around August last year, someone a scene happened there. That's why they cleared that side. And another one happened around September. So they do normally, even December, it happens. So they do normally, the thing normally occur. I don't understand. So we need more enforcement, more ants, more security team, at least to be parading along this area.
Take a pipe, come to the pipe. Nobody knows. About 6 feet, the pipe to down. So come start to draw the petrol there. So the pipe is roughly about 15 feet to 15 feet to the pipe. From there, they are taking, maybe they are taking it to inside sack or inside the keg. Nobody knows.
And now to entertainment news. Nigerian musical artist Techno releases new single Kata, and legendary singer and songwriter Bill Withers dies at 81. Annie Daniels has details in the entertainment segment.
Nigerian musical artist and energetic dancer Techno has released a new single titled Akata. This is the singer's second single of 2020 after Bebe.
They do your body skeleton, 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 skeleton. Say she give me love and she no come for my dough. No be the kind girl where they open and close. Girl, you make me high, you they high me like dope. Confide in me, you be my medicine, oh.
This seems to be a season of new singles, and Nigeria's handsome and young artist KC has joined the league. The singer just released Sweet Mary J, a song that will surely get you off your feet.
Sweet, sweet Mary J, you high me past Mary J. Girl, you they enter my soul. Oh, say,
on me, brother, when you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on.
And on a sad note, American-born Bill Withers, the acclaimed 1970s soul singer behind hits like Ain't No Sunshine and Lean On Me, has died from heart complications. The 81-year-old legendary singer died in Los Angeles, United States of America. May his soul rest in peace. Amen.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us. You and I.
And that does it from our entertainment desk. Thanks for watching. I am Annie Daniels.
That's our package. These are thanks for watching. And don't forget to maintain social distance and ensure the regulatory and washing techniques in the bid to end coronavirus pandemic. Thank you for watching.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints invites the general public, its members, to the Sunday morning session of the 190th Annual General Conference of the Church. The session will be broadcast live from church headquarters in Salt Lake City, Utah, United States of America, on NTA2 Lagos Network Center, DSTV Channel 369, StarTimes Channel 104, and GoTV Channel 114. The First Presidency, members of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, and other general authorities and general officers of the Church will deliver messages of prayers, truth, hope, and inspiration at the conference. Broadcast time is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Date, 5th April 2020.
The sun comes up, it's a new day dawn.
Shin takunkumin rufe fuska zai iya kare ka daga COVID-19? Mafi yawancin mutane ba sa buƙatar takunkumin rufe fuska irin wannan, sai dai idan suna rashin lafiya ko kuma idan suna kula da wani wanda ake tsammanin yana ɗauke da cutar coronavirus. Takunkumin rufe fuska zai iya saka ka ji kamar kana da wata kariya daga cutar. Cutar na yaduwa daga mutum zuwa mutum idan muka taɓa ido ko hanci ko kuma bakinmu da hannuwanmu, ko kuma idan muka shaki atishawar ko kuma tarin mai dauke da ita. Takunkumin rufe fuska zai iya taimakawa wajen rage yaduwar cutar daga waɗanda suka kamu da ita idan muka kusance su. Amma wannan ba yana nufin kada mu wanke hannuwanmu da sabulu da ruwa ba, ko kuma mai wanda yake kashe ƙwayoyin cuta wato sanitizer. Ga shawarar mu ta yau kafin in tafi. Za mu iya rage taɓa juna ta hanyar yin amfani da gwiwoyinmu wajen buɗe ƙofofi maimakon hannuwanmu. Mu kasance lafiya, ku kasance tare da ni a bidiyo na gaba.
Welcome to In Good Shape. Here's your host, Dr. Carsten Lekutat.
Do you know the situation? You had an argument with your best friend and then you get a headache. Or you messed up an exam and then you get a skin rash. Lots of stress at work, cold sore. Why is that? Because our body reacts to negative emotions.